All right, here we go. We are live. Let's see who else is out there and awake tonight. I'm Matt with Halloween Daily News. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Like I always say, it doesn't have to be a drinking game. You don't have to drink every time I say Michael Myers Monday, but it sure makes the show funnier as it goes along if you do. I hope everybody's doing all right. Had a good day. Had a good 7 days since our last Monday together. I know some of you that are in here already. I see Phil and Ryan and Brandon, the horror collector's here. Looks like we got Sammy Smith, Fernandez. I see, and some of you guys were kind enough to join me on Friday when we did our first ever live episode of the Halloween show, which is our weekly all things Halloween show. Fazbear Frights is up in here. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Definitely not late this week. So yeah, those of you that tuned in on Friday, thank you for being there, and I really appreciate it, of course. And certainly great to be back here in this late night spot that I've kind of become a little more comfortable with. I kind of like this 10:30 p.m. slot for us out here on the East Coast. And I know most of you guys, at least in the live chat, are usually over here on the East Coast. So kind of a late night chat for us. So happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. It's been an exciting week. Of course, on Friday, we did get an awesome new image of Michael Myers from Halloween Kills. Of course, that's going to be the main thing we're going to be talking about tonight, and we'll pick apart that photo, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. I've got a fun flashback clip from 40 Years of Terror I'm going to play in a little while. We'll share some Michael Myers Monday posts from IG and Twitter, some friends out there. And I've got just a couple quick news items to let you guys know about. Before we get into that, like I normally do, as we're just getting warmed up here and everybody is starting to filter into the live stream and find the live stream. And I want to share what we have in stock in our online store. And once again, this week, one of the items that I brought down here to my office to show off is another one of these beautiful Halloween 2018 Michael Myers masks. We don't have the kills in stock yet. It's coming. Don't worry. We'll talk about that. But this is our newest batch, just arrived a few weeks ago, of Halloween 2018 Michael Myers officially licensed deluxe masks by Trick or Treat Studios, sculpted by Justin Mabry from Christopher Nelson's master that was used for the film. This base sculpt is pretty much as good as it gets for this mask. And this is actually a pretty good paint job, I think. And this whole batch came out really nice. As I pointed out last week, slight difference from previous years. Now they've got on the tag Halloween, and they've actually got the year 2018 on there. Before it just said Halloween, title of the movie, but now that they've got the license for Halloween 78 as well, and any day now they're going to have the license for 07, I imagine, as well. And so to avoid some confusion there. Also, as I pointed out last week, this is another one where the mouth on most of these in this batch, this particular one, there is no slit in the mouth, which there is in many of the original ones, and right up to what we got last year in 2020 as well. So they are back in stock right now, Halloween 2018 Michael Myers mask. We've also got the Bloody Edition. And just like I offered last week, I'm going to do it again this week. Anybody that orders either of those 2018 Myers masks in the next 24 hours, if you let me know through email or a direct message or a comment on this video, whatever's easier, if you let me know, I will throw a little something extra, a little extra treat in the box for you when we ship it out. But you got to let me know as soon as you place the order, who placed the order, who it's going to, etc., so that I can confirm and verify everything. And another thing I wanted to point out, we do still have some more of these bad boys. This is the Super 7 reaction figure, officially licensed Halloween 2 Michael Myers. And you remember they put out 78 a few years ago. Really hard to find now. Now, Fright Rags is doing their own version of the 78 figures. Well, these are the Halloween 2, celebrating this year's 40th anniversary of Halloween 2. We got some in stock a few weeks ago. We do still have some in stock. And the exciting news, the news of all this that I can say is we just found out in the last week that Super 7 is making another printing of the Halloween 2 figures. Including Michael, as you see here, with the bullet hole wounds and so forth, and the accessories that include the scalpel and the syringe, hammer, knife. Um, but they're also going to do a second printing of Laurie Strode too, which sold out even quicker than Michael. So quick that we never even had Laurie in stock, but we will have Laurie to go with this Michael here in the next few months. Once that second printing ships out, we've already placed our order. We're getting a bunch more of Michaels, a bunch more Lauries. Um, I know right now, you're probably seeing them everywhere at Target, at Walmart, and everything, and it'll be like that for a little while. But as you know, with these figures, once they're gone, sometimes they're gone. And like with that original Super 7 78 Michael that was put out years ago, they never did do a second printing of that one. They did do second printings of all the other horror icons they put out with him, but not Michael. And so that Michael is very hard to find, and very kind of sought after right now. I don't know that this will ever be quite that sought after, but because they've already printed way more than I think they did that initial run. But in 5 years, they're not going to be at every Target that you go to by next year. But we are going to have more. We've got these in stock right now, and we're going to have Laurie as the companion figure coming soon to HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. And one other thing I was going to show you, this is just a slight departure away from the franchise for just a minute, but it is a low stock alert already. If you saw, if you follow us on social media, we do carry other items from other franchises in our store. And among that is from, if you like the new movie, it's not new anymore, came out in 2019, but the recent Halloween horror movie Haunt, we've got all 6 of the masks worn by the killers in Haunt in stock right now. But this one, the devil, again, stepping away from Michael for just a minute for a low stock alert already, because we just got these in just like 2 weeks ago, and this devil, we're already running kind of low on the devil. It's going fast, and if you've seen the movie, you know why. So just a heads up to you guys, that watch here on Monday. If you were thinking about maybe getting the devil mask, you probably want to act on that pretty quick, because we're going to try to get some more. But yeah, they're going faster than the others. But we do have all 5 of the others as well, if you've seen that film. Great film. And by the way, the clown mask, I'll do another video on this at some point, but the clown mask in Haunt, if you remember the creators of Haunt, they cited the Michael Myers clown mask, specifically the one used in Halloween 07, Rob Zombie's remake, as part of their inspiration for the look of their clown, which the colors match up just like that. There's Ken. What's up, man? A little late. That's cool. No problem. Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Fazbear's back. Ryan says Monday night is like the new Friday. Yeah. A little bit. It's kind of like we said. I try to make Mondays, a little more killer, suck a little less, and I did see your post earlier today, Ryan, and you tagged me, and yeah, thank you, because hopefully now with Michael Myers Monday, it makes Mondays suck just a little bit less and give us a little something to look forward to. That was part of the idea of starting the hashtag all those years ago, and also, doing these lives is because it's something that, kind of kick off the week. All right, so that's our in stocks and a low stock alert right now. So I'm just going to run through. I've got a few short little news items, and then we'll talk about that awesome new poster from Empire, from Halloween Kills, released by Empire on Friday. First off, you've probably seen some of the posts, and I know I'm always talking about Legend of Halloween kids book. Well, I got mine, but I didn't get an autograph on mine, but you can enter right now and get it autographed by not just David Gordon Green and Uner Tikel, the authors of the book, and Uner is the illustrator. But Carpenter is also signing like 5 of them, and they're giving them away, and they're doing this big giveaway right now. Even just tonight, they posted a video talking about this. They've been posting about it for the last few days, and so I just want to let you know about it. You can find links. You can find everything at legendofhalloween.com. That's the easiest way. Or you can go to our site, halloweendailynews.com, and just search for Legend of Halloween, or even just the word legend, and it'll pop right up. And we've got links to take you to the site where you can order. What I want to show, let's see. Fernandez says those H4O masks that are in stock now, are they the same as the previous H4O masks that we've been getting? Well, it's the same. It's Trick or Treat Studios, and it is the same sculpt. But as you know, every year the paint job changes a little bit, and each one, even that's individually painted, it's always going to be a little bit different. So yes, it is the same, but it is this year's batch. In other words, and you can see there are some small differences, like I said, especially with the tag, with the mouth. The slits, most of the mouths don't have a hole in them in this batch, at least in the ones that we got. So I hope that answers your question. Summit was on the second comment. Missed you in the roll call. Sorry, I missed you, Summit, on the roll call, man. Sorry. Yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Summit. Happy Michael Myers Monday. And Matt V is back. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Thanks for being here, everybody. All right. Like I said, just a couple quick news items. One thing I wanted to show you guys is this giveaway. And here, we'll go over here. This is the epic giveaway, the big giveaway. And Legend of Halloween, like I said, signed by David Gordon Green, Uner Tikel, and John Carpenter himself. And there's numerous ways to enter. Like I said, you can go to our site, you can go to their site, you can go to the Halloween Movies Facebook page where this is posted. And when we click on this link here, you can see that it takes us to another website where there's numerous ways you can enter. And, join the email list. You can follow on Instagram, on Facebook. You can purchase a copy on Amazon, and that gives you a bunch of entries. And then, they're going to do a raffle drawing, I imagine, of some kind. And that's how they're going to do this giveaway. So if you haven't picked up the book yet, and we're still thinking about it, well, now you can do it, and maybe you get the autograph. Who knows? Also want to let you guys know about some of our favorite people. Mad Monster Party, they are gearing up to do their summer show in Arizona. It's in Glendale, Arizona, July 4th weekend. And I've talked about this the last couple of weeks. Conventions are starting to come back. There's a lot of announcements been happening just in the last few weeks, really. And a lot of our franchise friends are going to be appearing at a lot of these conventions. I talked a few weeks back that PJ Souls is going to be at Scares the Carers weekend, Scares the Care charity weekend, which is the end of July and into the 1st of August. That's July 30th through August 2nd. That's in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we're going to be at that one. But before that, July 4th weekend, just announced this week, our friend PJ Souls is going to be at Mad Monster Party. That's July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And it looks like she's going to be doing some special photo ops. I don't know if there'll be Carrie photo ops or where she's going to be normal, or if there'll be Linda photo ops, or if they just mean pro photo ops. I don't know if there'll be costume photo ops, I guess is what I'm saying. But in any case, PJ is going to be there. So if you're out that way, Mad Monster never disappoints, always puts on a great show. And PJ just one of the best people in this whole franchise to visit with. So, and if you go out and talk to her and see her, tell her Matt and Sue at Halloween Daily News said, hey, we're looking forward to seeing her in Williamsburg. So if you can't make it to Arizona, July 4th, end of July, she'll be in Williamsburg, Virginia. That's a little bit closer for those of us out here on the East Coast. Oh yeah, this I meant to mention last week. Again, just another merch alert for those of you like myself that really love Season of the Witch, Halloween 3. This is at creepycompany.com. They've got what they call the mask commercial button-up shirt, and there you can see it's some of our favorite Silver Shamrock masks right there. The witch, the jack-o'-lantern, and the skull. And it's a pretty awesome button-up shirt. They're selling them for $44.99. And it looks like they've still got some available. So again, that's Creepy Company, and that's your H3 button-up right there with the big 3 masks. Let's see. We'll talk about... I do have a little bit of Halloween ends. Yeah, I guess we can talk about that now, and then we'll back up to the HK image. I've talked a lot about when Halloween ends might begin filming and where. If you've been following along, it's long story short, very likely for Wilmington, North Carolina, where they shot HK this fall, late summer into early fall. That's still the gist of the best bet that we've got right now. And this is just yet another what I would call signpost. What's up, Byron? Thanks for joining us tonight, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Yeah, so another film that was shot in Wilmington years ago was Stephen King's Firestarter with Drew Barrymore. Now, as many of you know, Blumhouse is about to remake that film. Is it really a remake though when it's all just adaptations of the same book? It's a readaptation, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, Blumhouse, and that's the next thing they're doing. If you were here a few weeks ago, I pointed out that Ryan Turek had posted in his IG story that his next project he'll be overseeing for Blumhouse is Firestarter, which again I said then kind of lines up right if he's going to be shooting on set for Firestarter this summer, then that would mean HK would probably be next in line, because Blumhouse last feature that they just wrapped on was The Black Phone. That's directed by Scott Derrickson, stars Ethan Hawke. Turk was on set for all of that. That also shot in Wilmington, North Carolina, and that wrapped back in March, okay? Now, I'm telling you all this because that wrapped in March, and now I've got word that Firestarter will begin filming this month and is scheduled to shoot into July in Canada. And we'll go over there right now. It is Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and other areas in Canada as well. Let's go over to the article. This is at thespec.com. And let's see. There we go. Reports say the film from Blumhouse / Universal Studios will also be filmed in Toronto in addition to Ontario. The phone number for the production company is a Hamilton, Ontario number. Shooting is expected to run between May 25th and July 21, says the government agency. So this is Blumhouse's Firestarter we're talking about. Shooting roughly May 25th through July 21. That's about, Blumhouse's MO. That's what is that? About 6 weeks or so. That's roughly, what they shot for HK. That's roughly what they shot for the Black Phone. You know, with Firestarter, it makes perfect sense. It'll probably be something similar for Halloween Ends. So, and that brings us to Halloween Ends because obviously, you know what I'm going to say. I'm thinking that Halloween Ends will be next in line. It makes perfect sense. Um, and Turek obviously is going to be on set for that. That is going to be their priority, and that would line up with everything else that we've been seeing that says that it's going to film the second half of 2021. Uh, and then other signposts that insiders within the NC film industry are kind of speculating and uh, you know, not expecting, but the inside word, and it's highly expected that Halloween Ends will return. Now, it might go somewhere else to shoot. It might go up here to Ontario. It might go back down to Charleston. Remember, Rough House, which is Danny McBride and David Gordon Green's production company, they currently right now are in production on the new season of The Righteous Gemstones for HBO, and that's down where they live in Charleston, South Carolina, going on down there. Blumhouse was just in Wilmington. Now they're going up to Canada. You know, again, but for all the other reasons that I've stated before, in addition to this schedule, which lines up, again, it was late March when they wrapped the last production. So 2 months later, they're going to start up this one. They'll wrap late July. I don't think it's necessarily going to wait 2 months to start Halloween Kills, but if they did, that'd be late September, filming right through Halloween, just like they did with Halloween Kills. The other side of that is it probably won't take 2 months after that July 21 wrap, if that in fact is the wrap of Firestarter. So I think we want to keep an eye on that, and keep looking at a late August, roughly Labor Day start of filming. Probably right after Labor Day is what I think is very realistic, and it could film. Now, as some of you guys have pointed out, I'll go back to this. I don't know if I think it was Chad. I don't know if Chad's in here. I think he is. He had pointed out Phantasm Convention down in Orlando, first weekend in October. Now, Nick Castle, James Jude Courtney, they're both currently scheduled to appear there, and lots of other cool franchise people. Sounds like a great event. Interestingly, that's the first weekend in October. Now, as you all know, convention appearances are all subject to change. So if those guys are needed for filming, namely James, if he's needed for filming that weekend, then obviously he won't be appearing at the convention, and that happens all the time, and that so they're not going to take that into consideration at this early when they're booking the guests. But it is all just interesting to keep in mind and keep aware of and keep an eye out for any changes and things like that. Remember, James had told me a few months ago now that he was thinking they'd probably get the filming in before the end of the year, which suggested fall. We've heard, from Christopher Nelson on his own podcast with Sean Clark on The Thing with Two Heads that, he kind of thinks around fall will be filmed. So again, all these things are lining up. That along with what people with the North Carolina Film Commission have said, that along with what we're seeing here with Blumhouse's schedule. So yet a little more, evidence saying that filming will most likely begin late summer, right around probably Labor Day, I would say. If you guys got more scoop, then let me know, because that's going to be the next. It's going to be interesting to follow that because if you remember with 2018, there was so much secrecy around the production, and understandably and rightfully so. I felt with HK it was very much not really like that. It was a lot looser security. We got a lot more just kind of set photos, unofficial, just even local news photos and videos, and we saw quite a bit. Excuse me. We saw quite a bit, in all those set photos when they were filming Halloween Kills. So it is interesting how this will be if they are in fact shooting Halloween Ends and Halloween Kills has not been released yet. I imagine they're going to want to be a little more closed set this time, a little more secretive, like in 2018, just because there's so much that we don't know about how Kills will end and how everything will be going into Ends. Uh, so I think that's part of uh, just part of the intrigue here of how are we going to how are they going to proceed? Are they going to be more secretive? Are they going to be uh, you know uh, keep things more? I've said all along with COVID and all that I felt Wilmington was a better bet than a lot of other places because of Blumhouse's experience working at Screen Gems Studios, where they shot much of Halloween Kills, where they shot much of The Black Phone, where much of Scream was shot last year. All with the exception of HK, but those other more recent ones in the wake of COVID, use adhering to the protocols. Of course, now things are changing by the day with that as well. So how that will affect everything, I don't know. But for now, it's like filming. I don't see them starting before they're done with Firestarter, and it looks like the earliest they're going to be done with Firestarter is the end of July. So yeah, I would look at very possibly an August start date, maybe even more likely a September start date for the filming of Halloween Ends. All right. You guys like that H3 shirt, Ken? That is awesome. What's up, Byron? Thanks for being here. Byron would love a Crystal Lake documentary type of documentary for the Halloween trilogy, this current trilogy, which I guess it's kind of a quadrilogy because you've got to include 78 with this current batch. I know they themselves, 2018 Kills and Ends is its own trilogy, but they are so connected to that original. I just can't see a documentary or any kind of box set not including that. But yes, new documentary covering these new films because so much has been done on the old ones, the older ones, I should say. Yeah. All right. So let's get into this new photo. Jake Blaster Productions. What's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. All right, let's pull this thing up, and I call this photo number 3 because we could go back. Let's just recap. Well, I tell you what. Did you guys you guys probably, I know some of you saw it on Friday, but there was an audio issue when I played my HK package. Um, so maybe I'm gonna play that again right now. And you guys let me know if there's an audio issue with it, if there's any extra delay. It's only like about 2.5, 3 minutes long, and then I'll be back on here. This just brings us up to date. It was released on Friday, and part of the reason I did end up uploading it as its own thing is because I realized um, there's an audio issue during Friday's live episode of the Halloween show. Again, it just brings us up to date to where we are, but I'm going to do this. That way I can catch my breath for a second. And then, and also I want to see if that audio issue is cleared up on this stream. If not, you guys let me know. And then I'll be back on and we'll talk more about this new image because this brings us up to date to that. So let's check this out. The saga of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode is not over yet, and all eyes are on Haddonfield this year for the highly anticipated sequel, Halloween Kills. This will be the 12th film in the Halloween movie franchise. It is a direct sequel to the 2018 box office blockbuster Halloween, which itself was a requel to John Carpenter's original 1978 Halloween, cutting a new path from the events in the first film and disregarding the other 9 films that were released between 78 and 2018. In this new timeline, Michael Myers is not the brother of Laurie Strode, played once again by Jamie Lopez, by Daniel Roach, and released on-screen appearance as Laurie Strode. Once again directed by David Gordon Green from a script that he co-wrote with Danny McBride and Scott Teems. 2 brief teaser videos have been released so far, in addition to a behind-the-scenes look that was released right after filming wrapped. The first teaser came in July of 2020 when it was announced that the film's release would be delayed for 1 year. The next teaser came Halloween week 2020 and gave us our first good look at Michael Myers in the film. In that second video, we also got our first official glimpses of Nancy Stevens returning as Nurse Marion Chambers. She previously co-starred in Halloween 78 as well as its sequel, Halloween 2, and Halloween H2O in 1998. Kyle Richards is also back as Lindsay Wallace, and Anthony Michael Hall takes over the role of Tommy Doyle, originally played by Brian Andrews in the 1978 film, and later played by Paul Rudd in Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers. 2021 got off to a great start when new images of Michael Myers in the film were officially released via Total Film and Empire magazines. These also came with some new quotes from David Gordon Green, in which he explained to Empire in January, this film is about community fear, paranoia, misinformation, and crowd panic. This movie is a great popcorn genre movie, not really any kind of statement, but it's strange how things line up. It couldn't be a more interesting time to release a movie like this. Halloween Kills has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association for what they describe as strong, bloody violence throughout, grisly images, language, and some drug use. In addition to Curtis, Richards, Stevens, and Hall, the cast also includes Charles Cyphers, reprising his role from 1978 as Sheriff Lee Brackett. Robert Longstreet is playing Lonnie Elam. Also back from the 2018 film are Andy Matichak as Allison, Judy Greer as Karen, and Dylan Arnold as Cameron Elam, Lonnie's son. And James Jude Courtney and Nick Castle continue their collaboration as Michael Myers. And just today, some breaking news as another new image from Halloween Kills was dropped online via Empire's Twitter feed. It features a close-up of Michael Myers holding a big and bloody butcher knife and gives us our best look yet at how the mask will appear, at least in portions of the film. Halloween Kills will be released in theaters on October 15th, 2021, from Blumhouse and Universal Pictures. Alright, and that brings us to this badass image. I talked about it a little bit on Friday, and we can talk about it in more depth now. But yeah, needless to say, I love this image. I think this is a great, just instantly iconic photo of Michael Myers. Again, immediate thoughts. It's hard to tell if it's literally a still from the film or more of just a publicity shot that was photographed on set or during production. It's hard to tell, but it looks great. And I love that the mask is in focus and it really gives us our best look so far. We still don't get that whole left side, but I mean, honestly, you guys tell me, okay? Because I've been thinking about this. It came out on Friday. We've had all weekend, a couple days now to let all this digest. And we talked much about when's the teaser poster coming out. When's that first poster? That first good look at the mask. Honestly, I feel like this image answers everything that I wanted from a teaser poster. You know, this gives me everything that I was kind of looking for in the poster. So I don't even know that a poster is, I mean, what else it will really bring better than this image or more than this image, or that I even want it to bring more than this image. Because again, I mean, you guys tell me, I don't really want or need to see any more of Michael or his mask prior to seeing the film than I see in this image. Like that's a great shot. Um let's see. I did crop it a little bit and there's a little closer. I mean, I love that look. It's the black vacant eyes. You know, we see the gunshot wound on the right side. It's the first time we've gotten a decent screen look at that. You know, we've seen Trick or Treat's recreation of that on the masks, on the Bloody Edition. And we knew that, you know, the left side was going to be charred, and we get a good idea of that down into the neck of the mask. Um, Again, though, I don't need to see more of the mask before this movie. Now, make no mistake, I'm sure we will. I'm sure, you know, when that trailer comes out, we're going to get an even better look at it. And by the time October rolls around, whatever Blumhouse is going to drop on us at Blumfest on October 1st, yeah, that's going to probably be a final trailer or a clip or something, and I'm sure we'll see more of it. But I don't even need to see more of it. I'm so sold and ready, and you guys know this isn't news that I'm sold and excited for this movie. Of course I am, but I love the images that have been released so far. They've clearly been strategically chosen and released at these times. You know, I think some of this would be coming out close to now. Had things gone as planned last year, I think some of these images were probably already advanced to Empire as early as last winter, but they were, getting ready to put out a fall preview, maybe a 2020 preview, and then of course COVID hit, things got put on hold, and they had to pull back. And then they were still able to debut the emerging from the flames image earlier this year, which that was a great shot, but it was again not so shocking because we did remember when they wrapped filming, they released that brief behind the scenes video upon wrapping filming in 2019, and we did see a little bit at that time of Michael coming out of the frames, coming out of the flames, excuse me, and so then getting that image, we knew it was going to happen, but how great to have that high res official image. And then, of course, that very first image at the top of the stairs, total film, let's go back to that for just a minute. We've talked about that plenty. I mean, totally iconic for many reasons. Classic Michael with just half the mask showing atop the stairs. Is it the Myers house? Is it somewhere else? We don't know, but I mean, it's just great. And then, of course, we got that second look from Empire, and there he is coming out of the flames. And again, just reconfirming a little bit of what we saw, in that 2019 behind the scenes video when they wrapped filming. So for this to be number 3, what I'm calling image number 3, yeah, I think it's just a perfect image. And again, talking about the mask specifically, yeah, I just can't say enough. I think this is exactly what we wanted to see. What I wanted to see anyway in a teaser poster. An idea, a good representation of what this is going to be. Michael coming back, but I don't want anything spoiled on the poster or anything. So I'm very, I'm just very pleased that this is the way they went. Honestly, I mean, you could replace that word empire with the words Halloween Kills and put the studio logos down at the bottom. And I think, this could be a poster, and I'd be completely fine with that being the poster. I like that the char And look, I know people have commented. Somebody commented on our Instagram that you know, oh, there'd be way more damage to the hair and to the mask if it would have been melted and all this. And hey, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a movie. I don't think I'm not looking for 100% like burn accurate. This is the way an actual mask would burn under these. I want it to look awesome and feel awesome and feel like the boogeyman has just come out of hell and and is bringing some hell with him. And I think that's what we're getting right here. I also love, some people have pointed out, you know, the hand being so prominent, and of course the big oversized butcher knife, very bloody butcher knife. By the way, it's he's clearly been doing some business. And but yeah, the way he's holding that knife and that particular positioning, um, I've seen a few people do the comparison, so I had to do it myself because once you see it, I mean, it's kind of hard to unsee the similarities that, again, that classic 78 movie poster and the hand, that infamous hand holding that curved knife. Now, this is not the exact thing, but I mean, I think very much in the same way that the closet scene in 2018, is not the same as the closet scene at the beginning of Halloween 4, but it certainly is a bit of an homage to that. And there's numerous things like that. The opening credits pumpkin in 2018 and how it harkens back to 78. So many things like that. So again, I I compare these two and I say, why is this just not the HK poster itself? I mean, I think it's all we need right now. Now, me personally, the only thing I might could add, if I'm, and this is just nitpicking because I'm such a Halloween nut, and I mean all things Halloween, is that was my only gripe with the 2018 posters, is that there was no jack o' lanterns in it, no orange. Is very minimalist, which totally worked for what they were doing in that marketing, and I think it'll be very similar with the marketing for this. But if I could have my way, I mean, that's part of what I love about 78 is it does have a jack o' lantern very prominent in the poster, in addition to a very kind of simple artistic illustration of what you're going to see, which is some slashing. Um, so again, where those lights are down in the right hand corner, if that was like a pumpkin, a lit pumpkin, maybe, that's all I'm saying. Just a tiny little something, and that's just again just me because Halloween daily, and I want to see more pumpkins and more jack o' lanterns all the time. But you guys tell me. I mean, about clearly this is a hearkening to that poster, and there's numerous images of Michael that you can match up. He's not quite doing the tilt here, but if you remember in 2018 when they released images even before the film came out of Michael on the balcony kind of doing the head tilt and stuff, and we were seeing these iconic things that we've been waiting to see come back, and we knew that they were coming back, and just getting chills from all of it. And that's kind of what this photo does for me. So yeah, I can't, I just keep saying it, but yeah, this is as good of a poster, first poster, teaser poster, official poster, whatever you want to call it. I mean, for a new Michael Myers movie as I can think of. I would imagine for theaters they might have to have a little less blood on the knife. Um, and again, maybe they do the classic Laurie's face or Allison's face, reflecting in the knife or something, or maybe that's where I get my jack o' lantern reflected in the knife. I don't know. I don't imagine that a actual theatrical one sheet is going to have quite that much blood on the knife, but anything is possible. Tracus's Ryan Freeman did post on Instagram a clean version of this full image. but that is on Instagram, and I've yet to get a high resolution download of that. Once I do, we can look at that. But um, again, I just go back to that mask looks great. It's exactly I got the feeling looking at this mask and just looking at this. I mean, it's the same mask. It's burnt, it's damaged. We expected as much. At least I did. I think you guys did. And you know, so to see this on Friday, which yeah, I was asleep at the wheel. I slept in, trying to be all ready for our live episode and wake up, and I'm like hours behind, and this is already circulated all over the internet and everywhere. But I was thrilled to see it. Um, very thrilled to see it, and again, it really kind of satisfied my hunger for a poster, and I think again it yet more signs that the marketing is pretty much here. Uh, if you remember last week, we were talking about this and talking about the marketing, and I had said that, I felt that a poster was more or less imminent and coming any day now, and then we get that image, and so again, I feel like that satisfies my hunger to see a poster and to see a good look at Michael Myers. I've already inquired to Trick or Treat Studios when they will start taking pre-orders for the Kills mask, because I think with everything we've seen, even in these brief 30-second teaser videos that have been released, and now with this image, um, if you remember, they started taking pre-orders on the 2018 mask just based on that poster. And from that alone, for a little while, they were taking pre-orders, and then they were allowed to put up. I think after the trailer, they were allowed to put out some of their stock photos of their mask. So, but you guys, I want to hear what you guys think about the uh, the new image. I was said the new poster, because it's kind of a poster, but it's what do you guys think? What do you guys think about how the mask is coming? I mean, there were a lot of fan theories, a lot of fan art that is proving to be at least on the right track. Uh, I got a feeling it's going to look really creepy in the movie, in the dark. I think it's going to be everything that we saw in that aged, soulful, haunting 2018 version, but battle damaged and more pissed. I mean, people have said that too. That's a big knife, a lot of blood. uh, and again, I love that the char goes down the mask into the neck, right into his coveralls. Clearly, that left side. Um, I don't think he's going to do a stop, drop, and roll. But but so I love the new image. So what do you guys think? Let me read some of your comments here. Byron says the image is dope. I agree. I agree. Um, CHRM says it looks sick. I agree. I think it looks great. Clayton George, sequel of sorts to the anthology H3 tried to be called Hell Night would be creepy as hell. Yep, that could be. Uh, let's see who else we got in here. Summit loves the photos thus far. Much more of a cool blue color palette that looks really cool. His mask looks epic, half charred. Yes, I agree with all of that, Summit. Like I just said, I love all three of the images that have been released so far. I think they're perfect companions to the teaser footage that we've seen so far. I am loving that blue palette, a little bit more blue. Reminds me a little bit of Halloween 4, honestly. The color palette there, a lot of blue in that one. Um, yeah, so I'm excited to see what's next. Obviously, let's see. Clayton George likes the anthology idea. Not every Halloween movie has to have Myers in it. Silver Shamrock masks were easy and creepy. Yeah, yeah, that's a tiny bit off this subject, but yes, I know you guys are having your own conversation. I've talked before. I'd love to see just Halloween anthology movies every October. Set in different towns. In the Season of the Witch universe. David Suber, what's up, man? Yeah, yeah, I love the pick as well. Thanks for being here too, by the way, Dave. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Yeah, it looks like you guys are digging the photo as well. Wouldn't an old William Shatner mask melt and run like wax in the flames? It could look terrifying, but having it distorted, wrapped, and make it look creepy, right? Says Clayton George. Yes, I mean, again, I mentioned the other day. I think it was possibly on Friday's live, or it might have been last Monday. But will it be like Halloween Resurrection? Because again, I mean, Michael's no stranger to fire. He survived the fire somehow after Halloween 4, and then of course, Resurrection. He meets a fiery end again, but it's not the end. They do have that stinger at the end where the mask is literally kind of melted to him. Uh, yeah, I think it's going to make the mystery of what's under there even more terrifying. Everybody kind of paints their own picture of what emotions they're seeing in that mask because the mask never changes. It's what we're seeing, and so I do think that while we're all imagining what lurks underneath that mask, and you're imagining what's behind the blackest eyes, and I think it'll be much more of a you know a terrifying vision that people have in their heads, um, thanks to what this mask has been through. Let's just go back over there again. Again, you know, call me a fanboy, call me whatever you want. I mean, but I'm not disappointed at all. I think it looks great. Yeah, Jake Blaster says great job by Christopher Nelson on the mask. He knocked it out of the park. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, again, I mean, I kind of got those same chills when I remember when I saw that first Halloween 2018 poster on April, uh, April of 2018, and it was fresh and surprising, but at the same time, it was like, oh, well, of course, it's Michael, but it's 40 years later, and the mask, it's 40 years older, and yeah, it didn't age exactly the way a real mask might, but again, you've got to suspend disbelief just a little bit. Um, yeah, the mask probably would melt to his face and be, with that kind of heat. Uh, but I'm not complaining. Again, I don't go to a movie like this for its realism. I go there for the escape to Haddonfield to see people finding something inside themselves and facing something that they never thought they'd ever be able to face. Ken says, love the blood. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I really like all the blood on the knife too. I think that's a very telling, you know, uh, very bloody knife. Again, that's the only thing that would make it maybe not quite poster worthy because, if it was the poster, I imagine they'd probably put something, Laurie's face or something in the reflection of that knife, maybe, and have it clean in reflection. But, or maybe the blood sprayed could be like the reflection in the blood somehow. Maybe they could do that. Byron's wondering what Mike was doing during Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. That's a good question. I always say the only thing Season of the Witch is missing is during that montage where they're showing all the different towns and everybody's going trick or treating. They should have cut to Haddonfield, Illinois. What's up, Senor Dia Creepy Pastero? Te gustaría que Michael Myers estuviera in Friday Night Funkin'? Friday. I don't know exactly what that is, but I will say Happy Michael Myers Monday, Creepy Pastero, Senor. That's what I'll say. Happy Michael Myers Monday, Senor. Byron wants to know how I would do a sequel to Resurrection. Wow. I don't know. I've never thought about that too much. Yeah, I haven't really thought about picking up from Resurrection much. Ken says he'll have tons of boils, melted flesh, etc. Yeah, I think when it finally comes out on the mask, and again, I urge you, if you've not watched my full interview, part 1 and 2 with James Jude Courtney from a few months ago, earlier this year, you want to check that out. One of the things he told me is that he will be spending, or at least in the filming, the production now. Again, I feel like I should preface everything with allegedly, but he did tell me in that interview that he spends a little more time without the mask in Kills. So make of that what you will. And he spent some time without it in 2018. But he's going to spend a little more time without it. So make of that what you will. But I think Ken might be onto something that, it's going to be, we might get to see some of those boils under there, some of that melted flesh. Maybe a bit of the mask has melted onto him. Maybe a bit of the inside of it. Maybe during the fight in the climax at some point, maybe Lori or even Tommy or Allison or somebody like that rips it off of him in this one. But instead of getting, a clean James Jude Courtney, he's got the messed up eyes, he's got the shot face, the burnt face. Yeah, I mean, Christopher could really go to town and give us something truly nightmarish if we're going to get a good look at that. That would certainly make a gory finale to Kills. David's got a interesting point. He says he's asking if we think the shiny part of his left shoulder is the melted latex from the mask. Let's go back over to that for just a minute. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that, David. Yeah, that would be totally cool if, and knowing Christopher, I think they would take that into consideration. I don't think they're going to sit there and try to make everything be ultra realistic. But I see what you mean. Kind of the shiny part of his collar. I know there's a little bit of what could be. I just figured that was some more of the char on his shoulder. But you're right, David. I think it probably is maybe some of the latex melted. Certainly from the fire. Certainly, I was just taking it as an extension of the left side got the brunt of the burns. But yeah, it looks gruesome. It looks haunting. Um, I go back to what David Gordon Green said in that clip I played last week about the creation of the 2018 mask, and he said it's what did he say, that soulful melancholy, I think he said. And again, I always go back to the word haunting because I've always found that very, this mask, this aged mask, very haunting. Yeah. Like I said, I'm totally, on board for this look. And I think, again, everything we are seeing, they are knocking it out the park. And just with the marketing so far, just letting these 3 images out in these 2 publications, I think it shows that Universal is absolutely paying attention to what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and these were images chosen very specifically for very specific reasons. They're speaking to us through these images. Clearly, him at the top of the steps being the first thing we see, and the flames, and now this, yeah, I am getting more confidence every day that that they're going to do this right yet again. And by right, I mean market it right. It's going to be presented right, because that's one thing too. I mean, you got to remember some of the Halloween films not too long ago were not even released in the month of October. You know, I mean, Resurrection was released in July, guys. I mean, what kind of insanity is that? Uh, but this is just the way it was for a few years. Labor Day was when the Rob Zombie films were released, which again, I mean, I see the vision release it Labor Day and it'll still be going strong come Halloween. But what they did was kind of handicap themselves. Released Labor Day, made a lot of money, then it's gone in 2 weeks, and then Halloween comes and it's too soon. You can't quite put it out on home video yet. Can't put it on Blu-ray yet. And so nobody's watching Michael Myers on Halloween. But you got a new Michael Myers movie that just came out 2 months ago. So that was the problem with that release strategy. But I and I've talked before about the release strategy and why that's one reason why I've consistently said this year that I don't think it's going to get delayed, is because delaying a movie like Halloween Kills is not like delaying any other movie, because Halloween Kills, like a Christmas movie, it is a Halloween movie. And Universal clearly has shown that they recognize that it needs to be released in October. And thank God for that, honestly. Yeah, thank God for that. So, but I don't think, I mean, certainly not now, but as I said weeks ago, for them to delay it, it can't be a 3 or 4 month thing. It'd have to be a 12-month pushback for them, which, that's a lot of Halloween income that, they're going to just be sitting on a shelf for a while. And this isn't some small movie. I still think of a movie like Trick or Treat, Michael Dougherty's Trick or Treat, that sat on the shelf at Warner Brothers for all those years, and then finally was just kind of dumped quietly on DVD, and now it's this iconic, super popular movie that's part of everybody's Halloween. But crazy that it sat on the shelf, and it's so good. So, but clearly Universal is of the mindset this is a priority. And again, I talked recently about having Michael in that Oscars spot, about getting people back to theaters, where all the big studios sent little clips of all their biggest releases. Yeah, Michael is a top priority for Universal, as he should be. All right, Chad Francis, I was just talking about you earlier. Hope you heard me. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Chad. Super Chad. That's what we'll say. Thank you, sir, very much. Much appreciated. Everybody, let's toast Chad. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Clayton George. Sorry, I keep wanting to say George Clayton. Says just as long as Michael doesn't go all Jason and end up looking like a rotted zombie with parts of his face falling off. I don't think we're going to get that, but who knows? Who knows? Again, I still would be surprised if the mask comes off in this film. But I do also know what James U. Courtney told me when I interviewed him. So how does that square up? I don't know. I think clearly we're going to get some kind of unmasked Michael. I mean, we saw in the teaser, we see him reach down and pick up the mask. We also see him exiting, it appears, Laurie's house on fire. So, and he's got the mask in that scene. So when does he come out of it? I don't know. I mean, this is all part of this intriguing mystery we have. Awesome. All right. Before I get to this week's Michael Myers Monday posts, man, time flies, doesn't it, guys? Here we are already pushing midnight. Good gosh. All right, let's go. I do have a flashback video I'm going to play for you guys. This is a fun one. Did the sound work on the previous video okay? Hopefully it did. Hopefully that worked okay. I'm going to go and play this video right now. This is more with David Gordon Green from the Halloween 2018 panel that took place at the 40 Years of Terror reunion event in October of 2018 in South Pasadena, California. And you'll see everybody was there. James U. Courtney, Rian, Malik, you name it, they were all there. Christopher Nelson, and David Gordon Green was there, and this is him talking specifically about last week we had a bit of him and Christopher talking about creating the mask. Well, this is a little bit, and they mentioned this a tiny bit in the clip I played last week, but this is a little bit of David Gordon Green explaining the originally planned prologue that they were going to have in the 2018 film and why it was ultimately not shot. And I just find this interesting because, as we know, they did shoot some flashback scenes for Halloween Kills. So, how much of this prologue thinking was maybe later translated to this? I don't know, but let's check this out. So here's a flashback. It's just a couple minutes long, and then I'll be back on here. And this is David Gordon Green on Halloween 2018, the unused, originally planned prologue for the film from 40 Years of Terror.
A low budget. And to keep in mind what in the spirit of Carpenter's film, this is a low budget movie, and to us, as much as that's a challenge every day, it's also an opportunity to innovate. And you have an idea of what something's going to be, and then you can't afford it or you don't have enough time. I mean, principal photography was 25 days, and so you have a lot of things that are in your head, and you've got to get it. It's my first horror movie. I don't want to be in this room with a bunch of people pissed off at a movie we made. So we have all these especially horror fans. And so we had an introduction, like we had a prologue in the script that in my head as a writer thinking, well, the new fans are going to need this to give us some setup. And this isn't giving anything away from anyone that hasn't seen the movie, but it was people are going to need the setup. So let's pick up with a little, a moment in 1978 that has a glimpse of the climactic bedroom sequence, has a glimpse of a 78 Myers, and we'll get little glimpses that can give us some context for our movie to start, right? So it was under construction. I mean, the actual original house had been visited and measured to the inch, and it was the frame and the room had been starting to be built. We're looking at our schedule and our budget and thinking, this prologue's costing a lot of money, it's taking a lot of time. And then in consultation with John Carpenter over the script, he's like, kill the prologue, buddy. Like, nobody needs it. You get right to your story, get right with what makes it, everybody's going to have seen the movie. If they haven't, they should. And they will. And he had that great confidence about it. So we said, okay, yeah, you're right. I could save the time and money. But we have this set half built. And then one of the great opportunities that Sean in the art department came up with was, let's use it for our climax in a remodeled way that's a very subtle, subconscious callback in a way that it was a fun way to reutilize something that was being constructed for a different purpose. But then now when you look at it and you see where we go at the ending of the film, you just think, how could that not have been designed all along? So you kind of feel like the horror gods are navigating this ship in a lot of ways, and we've got a lot of amazing artists and technicians utilizing both cost-effective and the dreams of being an 11-year-old watching a movie your parents told you never to see is all coming to life. And the enthusiasm on this set, the opportunity of these iconic characters in this franchise was something that actually you can all imagine, and it was really a crazy, goosebumped honor for 25 crazy days.
I cried a couple times. I'm not ashamed to say that.
All right, so that's this week's flashback video. I like to try to give you guys a little something from somewhere we've been, something we've covered in the past, and maybe you've seen but maybe haven't seen in relation to what's going on right now, or haven't seen in a while, or maybe you've never seen it. Or premiere some new stuff, which I do have some new interviews coming very soon that I'll be premiering some clips on here because quite a few of those are going to involve this franchise and other interviews outside this franchise. All right, let's take a look right now at some of our Michael Myers Monday posts. We've been doing this for the last couple weeks, and I feel that it's always important for me to try to, spread the love about people that are spreading the love about Michael Myers Monday, because I started this hashtag back in 2013 as just a way, as we've talked about, to make Mondays suck a little less, make Mondays a little more killer, if you will. And it's just kind of, caught fire over the years and kind of become its own thing. And a lot of people just make memes and GIFs and videos and posts, and they just make it their own thing. And sometimes Monday is Michael coming to get them. Sometimes they're Michael attacking Monday like Michael would, and all kinds of things. And people show off their cosplay as Michael or other characters. People show off their collections. People show off their masks. People just show off their fandom, show off their autographs, the people they've met. And every now and then we have people involved in the franchise that participate. Thank you, Chad. He says he loves Michael Myers Monday. It's the best day. Makes my crappy Monday way better. That's what it's all about, man. You're welcome, Ryan. Thank you. I'm glad you liked that clip, Ryan. Thank you so much, man. And you're welcome, Chad, for creating the hashtag. You're very welcome. First off, technically, this one, she didn't use the hashtag, but she is a friend of ours and a friend of the brand. So I'm going to share this one first up. Did you see our pal Tamara Glenn shared a flashback photo from Halloween 5 today on her Instagram account? Of course, she played Samantha Thomas in the film. That is from her big meeting with Michael in the barn. Love Tamara. Happy Michael Myers Monday to her. All right, so now we're going to get to the actual hashtags, Michael Myers Monday hashtags, the triple M's, we'll call them. And again, some of these are just so funny. This is one I haven't even seen before today. This is a new meme. Again, not Michael Myers, not Monday specific, but Michael. That was pretty funny from Halloween Zach 94 at Zachary Clark 38 on Twitter. And I don't know if he created this meme or not, but there you can see it's the three babysitters from 1978. Hey Jerk. And then there's the house from the new film on fire. Hey Jerk, Halloween Kills. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, let's look at this one over here. Oh yeah, Creepy Duck Design. Look at this art, y'all. Creepy Duck Art on Twitter says an oldie from the archives, Halloween 2018. And what an awesome artistic poster right there. I mean, that just looks really good to me. Yeah, I love that. Got Michael right in the center there. I mean, you got the jack-o'-lantern down below. Looks like some skulls down below, too. Some bodies, maybe. Yeah, looks awesome. Great job, Creepy Duck Design. And that is at Creepy Duck Art on Twitter. This one also from Twitter. Now, this is from Printed in Blood. They are putting out the Halloween art book. I've talked about this before. It's coming out next year, and it's going to have just hundreds of pieces of original Halloween-themed, Michael Myers Halloween franchise-themed art from all around the world. Numerous artists from all around the world. Well, today they shared a new piece, and they used the hashtag Michael Myers Monday. And this is a piece by Roberto Duke at Rad Pencils on Twitter. And this is, like I said, from the upcoming Halloween art book. And as you can see in their post, you can still pre-order the limited slipcase edition for a short time. You can go to their site at printedinblood.com, or you can find info on that art book on our site as well at halloweendailynews.com, and just search for art book in the search bar, and everything you need to know about this upcoming release will be in there. Now, jumping over to Instagram for just a couple. This one comes from one of our friends who's in here tonight, Mr. Fazbear Frights. Put together a fun Happy Michael Myers Monday meme. Looks like the NECA figure there, and got some flame going on. There's even the one of the Silver Shamrock jack-o'-lanterns up there. And here, this one also on Instagram comes, her handle is I Wish I Had You All Alone 23. She's actually a Laurie Strode cosplayer and is just a great fan. Always tags us and stuff, always uses the Michael Myers Monday hashtag every week and expresses her fandom, either dressed up as Laurie Strode often. Today, she's wearing her Wear a Mask t-shirt, which is too perfect for right now, and got a little plushy Michael there with her. She says, "This is Michael Myers Monday. I have a little buddy with me. LOL. Have a good one, everyone." So thank you. I Wish I Had You All Alone 23, and happy Michael Myers Monday to you. And last but not least, over here on Instagram, Tyler Main himself always participates in the Michael Myers Monday hashtag. Always, and we so appreciate it. Today, he says, when Monday hits, but then you get a happy surprise and everything starts looking up. What's making you happy this Michael Myers Monday? Well, I think I know one thing that is making you guys happy. The same thing makes me happy is that we got this awesome new look on Friday of Michael Myers, and that it's a Michael Myers Monday, and we got this stream to look forward to. But here, you can check out his video. I'm not going to turn the sound up, but you can see who's underneath. There we go. And it's a nice surprise, and he's actually smiling. Not what you'd expect under that Michael Myers mask from 07. But there he is, Tyler Main. Thanks for using the hashtag, participating as always, Tyler. And happy Michael Myers Monday to you. And as always, happy Michael Myers Monday to all you guys. Ryan Korn with a $10 super chat. Super Ryan, Super Korn. Are you ready? Yes. For the hottest show on Monday nights. Dude, that means everything, man. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's pause the show and toast Ryan Korn for his excellent super chat. Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you for being there. I know you were one of the ones. Some of you guys were tuning in on Friday as well. Thank you for supporting everything we do here at HDM, man. It means everything. Rock on, brother. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Byron's asking if I saw The Dark and the Wicked. No, sir. I have not seen that yet. Someone's asking any sites I would recommend to follow along with Halloween Ends news updates. Yes, ours. Yes, subscribe to Halloween Daily News. We're on all the social medias, all the platforms. Even trying to do a little TikToking every now and then. But the best way, seriously, go to HalloweenDailyNews.com. Scroll down on the right-hand side if you're on the desktop, or down towards the bottom if you're on a mobile. You'll find the subscribe button. And you can literally subscribe directly to our site itself so that every story we publish will get emailed directly to your inbox instantaneously. Of course, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That's another way. Also, I want to give a shout out. I've been meaning to do this last couple weeks. If you guys are not on the Slasher app, It's the social media app for horror. It's called Slasher. Y'all, if you're on there, look me up. I'm on there as Halloween Daily News. Shoot me a friend request. I'll accept. Or or in addition to, go to the news section. Halloween Daily News is also listed there. You can press follow, and they get all of our articles instantaneously. You can turn on notifications there. But y'all need to get on the Slasher app if you're not already. Some of you probably already are, but it's awesome, and it's only going to get bigger because this is a family, and horror ain't going anywhere. And I love what they're doing there. So the app is called Slasher. Halloween Daily News. We're on it. Again, you can find us, our news account, and follow in the news section. And you can also friend us as Halloween Daily News. But download that shit right away. You won't regret it. He does not use the algorithms that the other um, social media apps use. If you're following the people that you're following, the posts come up in order, and that's it. And he's very proud of that. The guy that Damon that developed this app. So again, it's called Slasher. Go check it out. Just a little plug for them, and that's just another way that you can find um, the most up to date news. So so again, but yes, um, we're the site that's going to have the most up to date news on Halloween ends. And again, uh, not to toot my own horn, but I have pointed out on here where we did have stuff about the 2018 film a little bit before some other people, including some early working titles of early scripts and signs that were going around and stuff, and as well as where they were filming kills. I didn't exactly break the news, but I was certainly one of the very first horror outlets to find out about that. A lot of others followed suit. Part of that is because we're very connected and in tune with the North Carolina film industry here through our Halloween Film Festival, which we held for 5 years here in North Carolina. So, um, David Irwin says, "Hi, man. Huge Halloween fan. Never been here live before. Happy Michael Myers Monday from Dublin, Ireland." Nice. Very nice, David Irwin. Well, thank you for being here. Hello from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. All the way to Dublin, Ireland. I love that. I love that. Let us know if you see any of Cochrane's people out there, man. But thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's live. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Chances, I got you on everything. Can't go without Halloween Daily News. Yeah, we're everywhere. We're on TikTok. We're even on Snapchat. Don't do it too much. Don't do too many snapping. Too much snapping. But yeah, we try to keep all the socials up to date. But yeah, the best is the main website. And I do think moving forward here on this channel, just while we're talking about um, staying up to date on stuff, I think you will see more short form video articles of other things we're covering, not just this franchise, but other Halloween stories that we're covering, the top stories we're covering on the main website. A lot of the stuff that we already cover at the end of the week on the Halloween show, I think what that will still be kind of the catch-all, but more of a recap instead of saving it all for there. I think as the news comes out on the website, we'll try to get related video articles up here on the channel a little bit quicker than that. I won't always be on screen necessarily to introduce all of them, um, you know, but it'll just be another way that if you are a subscriber here to the channel specifically, and this is kind of your preferred way, not everybody likes to read, not everybody, a lot of people like to listen now or watch. That's what we're doing here. So you can get some of the same stuff that we're doing on the site in here on YouTube, which has always been part of this evolution that started with the very first live I did here back in August, and just trying to advance and expand the types of content that we produce here on the channel. So we're always going to be, working on that and fine tuning it. The Halloween show itself. We went live on Friday, and I said on Friday I don't really anticipate that being a regular thing for the Halloween show, but honestly, over the weekend I've thought about it. and it may become more of a regular thing to do it live, just because the just looking at all the data, it worked out pretty well, and also as far as the workload, it kind of actually eliminates a few steps of the production for me because I don't have to pre-record myself. I can just do it live. So there probably will be some more times when we do that. Certainly these Monday nights, I mean, this has been going great. You guys are awesome. You guys always turn out every week and always blow me away. And yeah, our numbers for these live streams on Monday nights specifically just keep we're just a few weeks ago we broke a few records. We're breaking more viewership records all the time, um, and doing more and more with each week. So thank you all for that, for being here. Yes, the Long Halloween, David Suber. Yes, Batman: The Long Halloween. Very excited for that one. Yeah, and apparently a lot of you guys, or a lot of our readers, are really excited for that one as well. That recent article that we just put up on Saturday, actually, for the Long Halloween, has just been blowing up, um, with traffic all weekend and all right through today too. So a lot of you guys excited for that one, like I am. That animated adaptation. Byron asking if I saw Possessor. No, I have not seen it yet, and I still haven't seen Sun yet. I need to see that one too. I haven't seen the new Saw yet either. That's out now too. I haven't seen that. We got Quiet Place coming up. Very much looking forward to The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. That's going to be great. That's one I'm looking forward to. I did post a little poll the other day. If you already subscribed to this channel, in the community tab, I posted a little poll asking about trailer breakdowns. Some of you have asked in the past, will I do trailer reactions? And while it's possible, I don't really see like watching a trailer for the first time and you guys watching my reaction, doing all that. Maybe at some point, but what I would like to do and would be excited to do is, more deep dive discussions, kind of shot by shot breakdowns of some of these trailers. Certainly Halloween Kills when we get that, and things like The Long Halloween and Bad Candy and some of these other ones that we're covering as we get closer to those. Even some of the family oriented stuff like Under Wraps. When we get, I could see doing more trailer breakdowns similar to what we did with the the image today. There's not as much to break down with one single image, but we're Michael Myers Monday, we're Halloween Daily News, so there's plenty to feast on in that image as well. Yes, the graphic novel for the Long Halloween is excellent, Saint. Yeah, I can't wait to see it as a film. And I think that animated two-parter is going to be amazing. Again, not to get off subject, but that's going to be amazing. I also think the live-action Batman coming next year is looking like it's going to have at least some inspiration from the Long Halloween. So, very much looking forward to that. Chad said Sun was good. Love Andy Matichak. Yep. We all love Andy Matichak here. Absolutely. All right. Well, it is after midnight, guys. So it's officially, at least in my time zone, not exactly Michael Myers Monday anymore, but what do we care? It's always Michael Myers Monday. It's always Halloween, right? But no, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in tonight. This has been a lot of fun. If I missed your question or your comment, I apologize. I'll do my best to get to you next time. Plan to join me next Monday. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be doing more lives. Like I said, more fun stuff here on the channel as the season gets going, as it pertains to Michael Myers and this franchise. As more marketing gets going, we're going to have even more to discuss and talk about. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to going through it all with you guys, because we got a lot going on. So yeah, plan to be back here next next Monday. That'll be Memorial Day, I think. Man, can't believe it. We are well, as of the 15th, which was Saturday, we are less than 5 months now until the release of the film. So, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to, and it's still very possible that we could get that poster. I'm saying I'm satisfied. I don't even need to see. I don't even know what they could show at this point that would necessarily even step it up or you know, given that image that we just got. But that could very well happen. Another thing is it could play out like The Purge, where they release the poster and the trailer on the same day, which might happen, as early as the second week of June. That's when they put out the 2018 first trailer. They might want to hold it closer to the time The Purge is going to be released, which will be the next big Blumhouse Universal horror release. And that's happening July 4th weekend. So, all right. That's it, guys. That's the show for tonight. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I can't thank you enough. This has been a blast. Like always, it's always fun. I always look forward to doing these things, and you guys always make it worth it, even if, whether there's big news or almost no news, you guys always make it fun, and hopefully I'm sending a little bit of that back to you guys, and I really appreciate hearing that this makes your Mondays suck a little less, and you look forward to Mondays a little bit more. And yeah, if we're making Mondays a little more like Fridays for some of y'all, then yeah, even better. So everybody, keep rocking. Happy Michael Myers Monday. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching. And one more Happy Michael Myers Monday. See y'all next time.